Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. This is one of those times when I sat down and I said, Lord, you didn't give me anything today. You didn't tell me anything today. You told me to be still and know that thou art God. And I've been still. I've been still. Of course, I did my Clark Atlanta University work, but I've been still. And what is it? You had me come in here and turn the light on, get everything ready, take my glasses off, and say hello, 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 my darling. And then you didn't talk to me, but you did talk to me. You did say something to me, but I don't know how to articulate. I'm thinking like I can't talk about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. And so it's the windstorm, the sandstorm that you saw coming, that I saw on TV. It was frightening to me. It was frightening because I'd never seen anything like that. I had celebrated in my book. I have a piece that I'm going to read talking about the sandstorm, but I had never seen it billow up like that. Where did all that sand come from? Why did it come like that? Where's that control? This is the time that I ask people who don't believe in God, where do you think how do you not believe in God when you see something like that appear where they'll start giving me statistics on the wind was going this way and the velocity was going this way and the metrics was saying this, and the and Jupiter was in this and all kinds of things. But I'm gonna take it back to God is trying to tell us something. I really, really believe that I'm cold. This is August. We don't get cold in August. It was cold, and we were talking about 60s, and then they talked about 50s this morning in some parts of Georgia. Are you kidding me? And so maybe you think it's okay. Maybe everybody thinks that unusual weather happens. I'm sure the meteorologists all say that it's a pattern, it's an unusual pattern. But I just want to, I can't, is something wrong with me? Because I can't swallow that it's unusual pattern. I think it's some kind of statement. I think it is a statement. I think God is trying to tell us something. And because but for the voice to say to me, you need to talk about the sandstorm, and I wasn't there. I'm confused, but I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna be obedient to the word and say, talk about that sandstorm. You saw it come up. You saw the way it bellowed up, and you saw the way it blackened the sky, and you saw the people who had cameras on the inside of their cars. They could see how black it was. Then you saw the airplanes said had to stay up for an hour, and you heard the FAA officers say that we have to leave the tower, and airplanes need to stay up in the air for at least an hour before we can get back. Do you all think this is like normal? Is this a normal occurrence? It's so many layers of not being normal that it could be frightening if you didn't know about, if you didn't believe in God. And then it could not be frightening because you just say, oh, things like that happen. No, they do not. This is all unusual. We're having an unusual experience. There's such a thing as spiritual warfare. There's a spirit world. Georgianne is not one to try to get, I ain't, I'm not the one. I don't have a palm up. I don't read palms. I'm not a prophet. I don't try to pretend to be one. I don't burn any candles. I mean, I may burn some candles, make it smell good, but I don't burn any candles. I don't do any tea leaves. I don't understand the fa, because people know the fa. There's some Bodum that is that. And then let me back that up a minute, because I think Dr. Daniel Black would support me, and I need to have him and Dr. Dunstan, both at Clark Atlanta University, just give me maybe a few words on this. You know what? Right now I can look it up myself. I forgot we have something called AI. But I think that they demonize maybe our faith or our religion or our practices from Africa were demonized to to appear to not be Christ-like because of the power they may have had, or I don't know, or did have, or supposed to have had, that was Christ-like. They didn't want us to have. They didn't want us to have that recognition, and so perhaps our practices were demonized and given other names so that you wouldn't try any of it or use any of it or participate in any of it, and instead you moved over to the European Christianity with the white Jesus that conflicted what was in the Bible. Ooh, when I tell you, I don't know where any of this is coming from. That just came up out of my mouth. Nevertheless, I shall continue. And so we need to take time and be still. That has been something that's been said since January. I've heard that. And so Georgianne, be still and know that I'm God. Georgianne, be still and know that I'm God. Get on what, I gave you some things to do. Get on, told you in January, and I talked to you all in January, and I talked to you in February, I talked to you in March, and I said we through the first quarter, and then I said we on the second quarter, and then the third quarter I did this, because I did what he told me to do. I did this. You see, I said, okay, third quarter. It is one in the computer. I haven't released the one in the computer yet. I can't release the one in the computer yet because I'm having a little trouble. Let me see. Do I have 5 books up? 5 books. 5 books. 5 books. Is that 5? These are all different too, so they may look alike, but they're not. Let me do it this way. And I didn't do this because I did this because he told me, whispered in my ear at night. He whispered in my ear during the day. I need you to do these books. I need you to get them ready and get them up on Amazon. You see, and so I don't know. I feel like, something's coming. So I'm appealing to all of you. God is speaking to you, and he has spoken to you. More than that, he's spoken to you, and he's told you some things. Some people, this sermon keeps coming back to me, and I've heard it more than once, and Wayne McMillan's going to get on me because I couldn't tell you a verse that it came from. But it's the verse and the place in the Bible, and I could call my 2 in here. They got all the Bible you want, verses and parts and sections and all that. But there was a person was told by God that you got to get up and go. Maybe it was Abraham with Sarah. Anyway, you got to get up and go. Where we going, God? I don't know. I can't tell you right now. Well, what time we going? I just need you to be ready to go. Who we gonna see when we get there? Just go. Just go. Well, you didn't give them a destination yet. No, but just get ready to go. And that's been something that's going in my head. I can't let go of that sermon. And so it's for somebody. It's for somebody. It's for somebody on the other side of the screen. God has told you to get up and go. Where is it? I don't know. But he's told you the space and the place, and you haven't gone yet. And so you need to get up and go for your own good. Ooh, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know. But you need to get up and go for your own good. Don't question it. Just start packing your stuff. Put everything together and go where he said go. And it's going to be so good for you when you get there. And I don't know who, like I said, I sat down here today. I sat down here today and I'm getting my directions as I look at you. When I blink my eyes, something else comes into my head. And so I just know to say what I need to say. And some of my friends say, she always been strange. Well, we all get a word from the Lord. All of us. There's no exception. We get a word. Now, whether you accept it or whether you repeat it, or whether you share it, or whether you do what you're supposed to do with it. I'm afraid not to do what I'm supposed to do with it. The same way with the Who Lived Here, Where'd They Go? I mean, let me tell you something about traveling down Northside Drive. Well, it didn't used to be Northside Drive. Jerome Banks, Reverend Banks, well, he gonna get me. He and Dr. Annie Steny Jones, they have told me wasn't Northside Drive. Was it Davis? Anyway, it had another name. Nevertheless, let me start with Northside Drive. I would ride down Northside Drive and see the houses and say, I need to take pictures of those houses. And I didn't. I didn't do it. I went on with life. I ignored it until that day I told you the Lord said, you going to take these pictures or you going to be looking at somebody. It may or may not be me. And I got my daughter to take the pictures and there are those other books as a result of Who Lived Here, Where Did They Go? There's a whole site called Who Lived Here, Where Did They Go? There's a whole program. There's programs. We made presentations just on following his word. Because when he tell you to do something, you have to go ahead and do it. For instance, doing this doing my one woman show, I didn't believe I could do it. I said I haven't sung in years. I have all these songs that I want to do, and Dr. Alma Vineyard and got me Miss Nancy Westmoreland to play the music. Archbishop John Lewis said, I'm going to be supportive of you. Audrey Galix and Audrey over at the Audrey over at AIB Television. They said, we support you. So Audrey said, I support Audrey Daniels, and Audrey Galix came out and interviewed me. It was out of my hand. Once he said, do this, and I said, okay, it just was out of my hand. And I'm telling you, whoever it is supposed to travel, it's out of your hands. It's going to be out of your hand. It's going to be good. I don't know who you are, but who told somebody is supposed to leave and go somewhere? Pack your stuff, baby, and get up out of whatever that is you're in and get the stepping. Because anybody who can raise up, you can be riding along in your car. Get me now. Get me, hear me. You riding along in your car, and all of a sudden, did you see a way it billowed up and covered the car, covered everything, and blocked out the sun where the airplanes couldn't land, and the FAA people had to come out the tower. And then right after that, it rained mud. People, you better, anybody listening? Anybody paying attention? It's cold in Atlanta in August. And the meteorologists are going to say it's a pattern. It's a pattern going across the world right now because we're in a mess. Dr. R.A. Turner, we in a mess. We messy, he said at Big Bethel on this past Sunday for Social Justice Sunday at Big Bethel AME Church with our new pastor, Dr. J. Augustine. But we're in a mess, and you can feel it. All of you who, if you put a day in Sunday school, you know what I'm talking about. If you went to Sunday school, go back to your Sunday school feeling. Go back and be still. See, we have $9 trillion. Dr. Jamal Bryant is real clear. I love his daddy. My daughter and I, we love his daddy. Okay? Well, I'm not going to say that my presiding elder son-in-law doesn't know, but I know my daughter and I just feel like we have a special bond with the daddy. Dr. Jamal Bryant's father came and preached at my daughter's church in Alabama. And it was just great. It was just, I've heard him preach before at Big Bethel, and I've heard him preach 3 or 4 places. In 3 or 4 places, I don't know, I guess I'm beginning to be more AME than I know I am sometimes. But I know that that Dr. Jamal Bryant and is saying that we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention, and we need to be still. And we need to be still in a lot of ways. You know, relationships, I believe, personally now, here I go again. I don't know what he's telling me, but I believe that, whew, whew, how am I going to say this? I believe that relationships are going to jail. Mm-hmm. They just, you're gonna think there are none, and then all of a sudden they're just gonna jail. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because right now we need one another. This is not silo time. This is collective collaboration time. It's not silo time. It's collective time. We are a collective at this point. And we need we relationships that are just gonna chill. You're gonna be over here, and she gonna walk past you, and she gonna walk. See, the brothers know what I'm talking about. When she walk past you, and you never seen her before, and she walked past you. The brothers on watching me on the other side. Come on, raise your hand. Do you know what I'm talking about? And you go, because you know. And I'm telling you, it's getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to happen. Because let me tell you why. God got to have all his people in place. He got to have all his people in place. Because when the bad comes, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. But we're going to be in place. Why are we going to be in place? Because we're going to come together. We're going to come together collectively as a people. We're going to come collectively with our family. See, your family unit, I ask you, you all not paying me no mind. That's poor English. But do you know where your family members are? Gathered together. You know what I like? I love rather, seeing families in the same houses or up the street, around the corner, near one another. Right now, I need everybody to be near one another. Go find your family. Maybe that's the person I'm talking to. You need to get up. Maybe that is what he's saying to me. Get up. This is deep today. It's not deep for you, but it's deep for me. Get up and go find your family members and get with them. He has already told you. How many messages do you need? Let me tell you, everybody, we have between now and Christmas to pull it together. I'm no prophet. I just know what I know. I know that much. I know we got between now and Christmas to pull it together. Let's pull it together. $9 trillion. Are you going to give them all the $9 trillion for a Christmas present? Where's Jamal Bryant, the son? I don't know him like that. But I tell the daddy, are we going to give him all the $9? Are we giving, man, are y'all going to give the whole $9 trillion? Are you going to hold something back? Well, what you going to do? Do you see what's going on? I heard, when my daughter told me today, I hadn't had so much going on today. You know, I got to catch up with my notes for my students. And I got to get the registrar going to be on me if I don't get the attendance in. So I got things I got to do. I'm writing a book and taking a class. Yeah, I have my own class going on. But anyway, it's just a lot. When my daughter told me that the National Guard, I try not to do politics. I try. The National Guard has taken over, or going to take over, the train station. What? Listen to me. I did what he told me to do. Come sit in this chair. I said what he told me to say. I said it. And I don't know who you are on the other side, but whomever you are on the other side, I hope you got the message. because I sat in this chair with zero. He gave me nothing. But he said, go turn on the lights and we'll start from there. And that's how I operate. I operate this what I do. I'm not any of the things I'm not trying to be any of them things. I'm not a prophet. I'm not none of those things. But all of us have we got the same ears. Just get quiet, be still, and know that I'm God, and get it together. That's Georgianne too. Get it together, Georgianne. Get everything together. The closer you get to Christmas, the more you need to be scrambling. Get it together. Get it together. Do not wait. Get it together. It's cold in August. Sand coming up out of nowhere. Planes got to stay in the air an hour. FAA people got to get out the tower. Are y'all paying attention? God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. You better listen. You better listen. Amen. I love you. Whew. This was deep today. I can't help it. Anyway, I love you. And you can't do anything about it.